future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go play action now. Ryan. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A long first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Ryan will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. They'll find Everett there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Patriots take over.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25.
Jared Wilson made the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now Eckler, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Charger football to start quarter number 2. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Spiller. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Henry's got it out on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Smith catches left side, and he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
It's 3rd and 7.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Henry here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Ryan on 1st down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel.
Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 2-0.
Patriots 21, Chargers nothing. Jake
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Steps away to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown! Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 28-0.
28. Chargers, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Running on first down, Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
It's 28. Chargers 7. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Chargers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Ryan. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
58's the money. 58's the money.
They go play action now. Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on third down.
It's now third down and long.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
But it leads to fourth down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown, Patriots! Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will extend this big lead.
It's 42. Chargers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They snap it to Herbert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Play action. It's Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 41, Ryan. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. across the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Chargers 15.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert off of play action. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
At the 27-yard line.
Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look, and he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on 4th. Herbert flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Herbert on 1st down now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he went back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Patriots 63. Chargers 50.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the...